Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Rise of Prussia Gold. We played this before on this channel, and it was a good play. I got a little frustrated, I think, from what I can remember, but we got a good win out of it. And I think I remember being frustrated that Frederick wasn't moving around as fast as I thought he should be, but he had siege artillery with him, and that was slowing him down, and I didn't realize it at the time, but I'm quite up on that now, I believe. Let's just take a quick look at options. The music you're hearing is not the music from in-game. The music is by Jan Volta and Adam Sporka. I believe that's their names. I might have mixed up the first names a little bit. But anyway, this music is from Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. They gave permission about 6 years ago for people to use it in content as long as we notate that it came from them, is composed by them, arranged by them, developed by them. So I will give them proper notation in the credits in the video description. Let's take a look at other things. Language is English, of course. Pause after battle. It will pause and open the battle report after each battle. I don't know. I've just always had that. Battle animation. It's medium, and it shows a little icon or a little image of the battle actually happening. I've never been big on 3D models in these games. I'd rather have the little card that shows the general's face. Save replay. Sounds, yes. Regroup armies after battles, no. I don't like them being stacked together. I like them being spread out. Tooltip delay, whatever. That's focus on move. That's a low delay. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really sure what is a good. And then turn compression. This is for playing PvP by email or PBEM, and I'm not doing that. So anyway, game, use fog of war, yes. Delayed commitment, units will engage the enemy as they meet them. A delay can occur, ranging from 1 hour to several days, depending on the commander's strategic rating and depending on whether friendly units are already engaged in battle. Foreign entry, France, England, Russia, Sweden, all tend to enter the game. It's just set to normal. They pretty much come in the game. And then, of course, a lot of the minor German states also enter on one side or the other. Historical attrition, I just have this set to standard. I'm not a big fan of armies being devastated or decimated by attrition. I know the attrition in the 1700s was pretty bad. If we did historical attrition, of course, that would be detrimental to the Prussians. And as you can see, I've bumped up a lot of things to help out the AI. Activation rule. If selected, land forces will have a large movement and combat penalty if the stack commander is not activated. Randomized generals, no. I want the great generals to be great and the mediocre generals to be mediocre. Naval boxes handling. There's not very much naval in this game, I don't think. So I really don't mess with this. And then extended pool. I think we're on historical allowance and recruitable military units. I think if I gave anybody, or I gave both sides a bonus in this, it would help Prussia because Prussia has better units, better trained units. And so, no, we're not going to do that. And, some of this stuff just balances each other out. Activate AI, of course. AI ranking, lieutenant. It's not the top rank, which is colonel, I believe. But it's pretty good. And as you'll see, there are other things that I've bumped up that'll help the AI. So I'm not wanting to just get completely crushed because I think it would crush me if I had it on colonel. I'm not as good as I think I am. Use all behaviors. If disabled, some AI behaviors will be disabled, lower AI performance, but higher turn processing speed is recommended. Check this box for the best game experience. It is checked. Activation bonus, I'm giving this a +2 to the AI. So see, this will help out the AI. This will make battles against AI harder because more of their generals will be activated during battles. AI detection bonus. I've got a medium bonus, and I also am giving the AI more time, which is down here. It mentions that. So this is supposed to really give a better, a very good game experience. And then aggressiveness. If you make the AI aggressive in these games, you get some really weird results, and it's usually very. You'll see the AI do some very erratic things at times, which helps the player out. And I don't want to get helped out by the AI acting all strange and aggressive. Anyway, those are the options. And let's X out of that. Well, wait a minute. What is system? We'll just look at system. Error logging, CPU sleep mode. Textures initialized. Allows the game to load all region textures during game initialization. I think this speeds up the scrolling. Smaller fonts, no. No winter map, no. We'll have winter map. Memory usage, I'm using up as much physical memory as possible for the caching purposes. I think this makes the game go quicker. Max texture size. This setting allows the game to run in a safer mode. If the video card has trouble unloading and reloading large textures more than 1024 pixels wide, the settings are small, medium, large, very large textures. Running in a safer mode will disable the largest region maps, oceans, and such. I don't know if that's helping me or hurting me. I don't know if I should change that. And then display borders, yes. So, let's X out of that. New game. We are going to play the Grand Campaign. It is 176 turns. As you can see, on one side is Prussia, on the other side is Austria, and then they have a bunch of allies. Prussia has England on their side, and it says France is on their side, I think, but France is not on their side. France is on Austria's side. And then Austria has Russia, some others. All those strange flags are lesser German states usually, except obviously England and France. And I believe I see Turkey's. But then you see Bavaria and some of the smaller Saxony. I can't remember all the different little nations or smaller nations that Germany had inside the German states. Anyway, 176 terms, 1756 to 1764. Prussia's alliance will win if it fulfills all requirements stated in the ledger without incurring excessive losses. Austria's alliance will win if it does the same. The key for Prussian victory is to start by eliminating the Saxons. Surrounding Pirna will help, then knocking a decisive blow to Austria before the coalition gets too strong. Her opponents have to survive 1757, then numbers will tell. That's not necessarily the case. You can win even if you don't get kind of a knockout blow in 1756. It just depends. You'll see my strategy anyway, because I am going to play Prussia. So let's go ahead and click on that. And then let's click yes. I'm going to pick Prussia. And Saxony invaded. I'm not going to read all that. I think if you pause it, you can read it. But I am going to read this last little bit. In game terms, a Prussian player must hold and control all three regions around around Pirna, which is this fortified camp right here. If you do it for 3 turns, 1 to 3 turns, the Saxons shall surrender. The Austrian player must do his best to free one of these roads before it is too late. So there's a pretty big army, and as you can see, 5. There's a pretty big army in Pirna, and these little green pips show that Pirna is pretty big. It has, let's see, about 600 or 700 in power, and if Pirna surrenders, Prussia gets some troops from them. They'll join the Prussian army. If Pirna doesn't have to surrender, then those troops go to Austria. So it's a pretty big deal. Let's look at the objectives, controlled and otherwise. So we'll have to control Kolberg, Magdeburg, Berlin, Breslau, Hanover, which, as you can see, it is not controlled by anyone. Even though I think I have troops, it's in a it's in a frozen part of the map right now. Once it becomes unfrozen, I think this and those troops automatically come to the Prussian army. This will show. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I bumped the mic. But this will show as controlled by us. Dresden, we control it. Prague, Olmütz, Brunn, Vienna, and Kassel are all controlled by either Austria or uncontrolled. But once this becomes active, I think it becomes Austrian controlled. Control 5, total 11 needed to win. Objectives conditions not fulfilled yet, of course. Accumulated victory points 30 to 5. Points accumulated from each turn from cities. 20 for us, 13 for the enemy. The scenario will end in 1764. It's turn 1 and 176 turns remain. All of these are strategic towns. If you capture them, you get extra points, victory points, but it doesn't go to sudden death. National morale, sudden death on. If you capture all of these, their morale drops below sudden death and you win the game. So, you know, if my objective is to catch all of these. And let's go to Vienna and just show you. So Vienna is way down there. Vienna is down at the bottom of the map. They call it Vienne or Wien in this game. And then as you can see, if you move up, there's Prague. It's like, I think it's the biggest fortress in the game. It's a size 3 fortress. It is very difficult to capture. And then Perna is just up here. So we want to come down through here. The strategy is to come down through here, capture Prague, inflicting as much damage on the Austrians as possible. So with all that being said, let's just take a look. These are the force listings. Let's see. Are any of these a 3-star? He is a... What does it say? I don't know. Let's see. Wilhelm Preußen. Okay, so James Keith can create an army. He's a 3-star. He is your best general. His command ratings are strategic 5, offensive 5, defensive 5, and the next best general is actually Frederick the Great. He is a 643. So if you add up all three of these, that comes out to 13. Keith comes out to 15. Keith is slightly worse on strategic, but is better on offense and defense. So Keith is somebody that we will eventually probably make an army commander and then attach troops. Frederick the Great, you know, this was my strategy before. I'm going to have Frederick the Great go around to different places on the map just to help out and, you know, be able to create armies. Or, well, he's already an army, but we'll be able to use him to create armies in places we really need it. Okay, we've got troops spread out everywhere. So we've got Johann von Wedel here. He is not a... And he doesn't really say if they're a 2... No, wait a minute. It does say it right there. 2-star general. So I think he could be made, if he was close enough, he could be made a column. So we'll do that. We have Kurt von Schwerin. He could be made an army already. Kurt von Schwerin has the most seniority among all generals Placing him in command of a new army is in accordance with the proper chain of command. So, as you can see, he has a 35% penalty for being above his command amount. So he's got required command 34, provided command 16. So that makes it a 35% penalty. Now, if I make him an army, that goes completely away. And as you can see, now he's got provided command of 35 and required command of 34. So he's just under what is good for his little group there. I wish I'd looked at the power before and after, because I think this was probably around 13 or 1400. So anyway, let's bring him this way. We're going to try to take Troppau with him. It's not necessarily possible. It's possible. This guy is just... What does it say? He's a core. He's a core of this army. And then he... Why is it taking him so long to move down here? Okay. Oh, because I had him going over here, I think. I did have him going over here at first. But we're going to get him down here and I think make him a column of Kurt von Schwerin's Schlesien army. Schlesien. And then Königliche. Elbe army. Not Königlich. It's the Elbe army. These names, man, I have a little trouble with them. I will definitely admit that. Now, over here, what we want to do is, as you can see, Keith's Corps. If we hover over that, provided command 39, required command 20. I'm going to pop Prince Moritz into Keith's Corps. Wait a minute, before I do that, let's just look. So he's at 1500 power. If I add a 292 power to him, he is now at 2272. So he increased 700 power from dropping somebody that was 292 into him. So that doubled the power that guy was providing just by putting him under Keith. That's how good Keith is. So Keith, I'm going to try to get him down here. I don't think you can march through Perna to here as long as Perna's active, because I think it controls, it doesn't allow you, when you are trying to go through a fortified region, I think you are not allowed unless you have control of the region. And so I will not be surprised if next turn Keith is still in Perna. And then we're going to move the Elba army. And we'll leave him up here. And we'll move Ferdinand von Brunswick. We'll move him here. So, hopefully, I don't know if you've heard of the term march to the sound of guns, but hopefully if Keith, oh no, not Keith, well, yeah, it is Keith. If Keith gets into a battle here, I'm hoping that the units that are in this area will march to the sound of guns. If they do, then we'll probably have a good chance of winning that battle, because there will be troops coming from Prague up this direction. And so we have to be very careful. What are you doing? I do have you moving over here to Dresden, yes. And then this guy, we can move him down. He's not going to really do too much because... Oh, I wonder if I can do this. So I just activated brigade command for this general. And how you do that is obviously you click that, and then you can attach units to him by doing this. So while I have all three selected, I'll click Combine Units. So now he's a brigade, and those units are attached to him directly. And I think this probably went down from whatever it was. So anyway, let's look at this. These are my available replacements. Military options, none yet. Diplomatic options, none. And then, of course, the victory screen. So is there anything else that I have not done? This guy's locked. This guy's locked. This guy's locked. This is Poland, but it's, or this is Poland here, as you can tell with the little red flag with a double eagle on it. That is Poland, but Poland at this time was pretty much a non-factor in these wars. They were controlled by whoever, I think Prussia controlled them basically for most of this time period, which is kind of weird, but in 1683 Poland was one of the strongest nations in Europe, and then not even 70 years later they're basically being just a puppet country for Prussia. But anyway, I think I will process the first turn. I know the first turn takes a little longer, but we'll see if we get into any attacks down here. Last time I played this, it was on a much lesser computer, so these turns go a lot faster. And plus this game, the turns always went pretty fast anyway. As you can see, an Austrian has shown up in this region. Okay, so I've seen a couple of games where people have played and they don't even read the messages, but the messages can be pretty important. A new option is available. A new option is typhus strikes in Minden. Oh, that's over here. These guys will come in on our side at some point, but they're not active yet. And then this is some of my guys as well. Vessel. Anyway, let's see. So everybody has moved to where I asked them to. We have some units that have become active. This one has become active. He is active. And he is still not active. But I'm going to move these troops. I think I should keep some people here in Stettin, although they do have some. I'm going to leave him here for now. So what I did was I drug the counter over the actual fortress and dropped it, so now he's inside the fortress. So let's see, what is it? Some replacements or extras received, and then agents are blah 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 blah. So that first one didn't really have any real important messages for me. Is he able to be? No. I think you can, if you do this, yeah. So I don't. I wonder if now let's see. Yeah, create corps. You will declare this force as a corps of the Silesian army, located in Freudenthal. And he still doesn't have. I can't attach him. Oh, can I? No. So, anyway, let's move him down here. Let's move him to Tropau. We'll move him there. The only worry I have is if some troops from here, because there are other troops. Marshal Brown is around here somewhere. He might come up this way. And I don't think March to the Sound of Guns goes across rivers. It might, though. This is just that small unit. I'm going to drop it in. Well, I'm going to bring it down to Dresden, actually. Let's take a look at our objectives. See, this is where Hanover is. It's locked, so I can't control it yet. And then let's see where Castle is. Same thing with Castle. It's locked, and so nobody is controlling it yet. But let's see what... Get a new Prussian general, Prussian regular soldiers training, Prussian elite soldiers training, Prussian light infantry training, cavalry, artillery, heavy artillery, militia replacement conversion. Raise more money. I didn't really go over that. So there's our victory points. There's our morale, 119. There are engagement points. We've got 8. Our money is 313. Our conscripts are 97, and our war supply is 103. All of that is used to build units. So what do I want? Oh, Prussian Guard to Corps. They are very expensive, but they are very good. But I can only make one of them. No, yeah. Or I could make a Jaeger. Let's make a Jaeger. What? All right. Let's see. Let's do it here. I'm going. I guess I can't play that there. I can't play that there either. I was going to see if I could get them to surrender, but I don't think that is possible. Is besieged, but the structure is intact. Assaulting is not allowed unless a non-fortified city. All right. So let's save this turn and run another turn. See what's going on with anybody. He is a 3-star, I think. But I don't think I can. Yeah, he's a 3-star. I could make him into an army, but I don't think I can while he's locked. So that's something to remember. I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and run a return, or run a turn. See, Marshal Brown. Yep. Prussian victory. The most important thing here is that a unit was actually destroyed on the Austrian side. They lost 3,768 men. We lost 2,496 men. They lost twice as many horses, but actually more than twice as horses. That's what I was kind of hoping for. If they try to attack again, they'll probably lose more units. This is how you get victory points from battle, is if you actually destroy a unit. Stalemate. I thought we had the upper hand. That's a little troubling. Yes. Good. Victory. So we destroyed 2 units of theirs. And, so yeah. Prussian victory. We destroyed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. So I'll get some national morale from that. Whew. That was definitely interesting. So Austria has received a new general. Austria and her coalition have rallied support to avenge the Saxon surrender. Morale decreases. Battles. This is the first battle. We won 2 national morale because we destroyed that 1 unit. The second one we didn't get any because it was a draw. The third one we got another national morale point gained. And the 4th battle we got 3 because that was the one where we destroyed 7 units, I think. Holstein's brigade is now active in Königsberg. Okay, so C, yeah, we could make him an army, but if I did, James Keith would be upset because he expects to receive a command of the next available army. Naming Hans von Leywold to command instead will cost you 1 national morale and 8 victory points, which isn't that much, because we just gained about 6 national morale and a bunch of victory points. But regardless, let's keep on going. It's all in Königsberg. We got some replacements. Your control of region Perna has been reduced to 0 at day 15. That's weird. And then down here, we get a lot of people congratulated for their victories. As you can tell, it's a lot. Eventually, somebody will be available to be promoted, which is a big part of the game. You don't want to miss out on promoting somebody because the next turn it might go away. So anyway, I think that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. As you can tell, we're on a mission, and he's still in the region, but they, the amount of tax that attacks that could be carried out. You know, they used up the maximum amount of attacks they could do in that one turn. So there'll probably be some more attacks, more battles, since he's still in the region. And yeah, looks like it's a good start, like the movie in 300, a good start. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. If you like the content, please click like and subscribe, and click the notification bell, because it does help out the channel. It's free, and it would, just help out. But anyway, thanks a lot. I'll see you next time.